Have you ever had your fill of falafel? I could live on falafel.
Never. Well, up next, we're headed to a place that has all your favorite Middle Eastern foods, as well as many that may be a bit different than the kind you're familiar with.
Get ready to walk like an Egyptian over to the border of Detroit and Grosse Pointe, where Michelle Oliver is taking us to Dine in the D at Cleopatra.
Decorated with Egyptian statues and paintings, you realize right away Cleopatra is not your typical Mediterranean grill. Both of the owners hail from Egypt and cook food the way they did growing up.
It's from my grandma, my mom. We always cook. When I came from Egypt, it's a farmer. We made everything. We don't buy anything like frozen and cook it, and no.
And that's how they operate here as well.
Everything is handmade, everything is baked here, nothing comes from restaurant depot, everything is fresh. If you see the hummus back there, they boil it, they wrap it, they're gonna make it tomorrow, so everything is made.
Their grill is full of traditional Middle Eastern food, like chicken kebabs and shawarma, but you might notice their version tastes a little bit different.
We have a lot of spicy different.
The falafel, the taste of the falafel is different. The lentil soup a little different, so it has a little different taste.
Plus, they have some dishes you may have never heard of before.
We have some traditional food is different. If you look here in our menu, we have something called Egyptian macaroni. We serve also like a very common food from Egypt called koshery. Just like a vegetarian plate, and looks very good.
Having never tried koshery, I asked if we could whip some up.
I see spaghetti and macaroni. I've never thought to mix my noodles before, but it sounds interesting.
Yes.
We poured both the macaroni and the spaghetti into the boiling water to cook. Then, onto the onions.
Now I have the fry. There is the onion. We're gonna put it in the fry now.
Okay.
I'm gonna fry it.
Is it in a little bit of cornstarch or flour?
Yes, flour, a little bit flour.
Okay.
Make it crunchy when you eat it.
Ooh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna show you how it's coming out.
Once everything is done cooking, we begin to assemble it. We actually start with a spoonful of rice they've already cooked up. Then we add the spaghetti and macaroni. Next comes baked lentils, fresh chickpeas, and a handful of the crispy onions we just fried up. Finally, it's served with tomato sauce.
What is in this sauce?
We cook the onion in here, and we put like a little bit garlic in it.
Is it kind of like a marinara for like Italian marinara sauce in flavor?
A little bit like that.
But a little bit different.
Yes, a little bit, yeah.
Egyptian marinara.
Yeah, and it's very good dish.
Very cool.
I eat it every twice a day.
Twice a day?
Every twice a day I eat it.
All right, joining us now is Fareg Wassef, chef, who's the co-owner of Cleopatra. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you for every time we walk by here, we are just, we're enjoying it. So how do you keep this food a little different? Because you said even the falafel has got a little different spice going on than what some of us may be accustomed to.
Yes, we use all the kind of Egyptian recipe. We bring it from our home back in Egypt, from my grandmom and granddad, and all of them who cook that in Egypt.
Yeah.
We get this idea and we start make the recipe here and start cook it, and you see how it's looking.
Oh my gosh.
It's beautiful. So this is home cooking. This is like what grandma made.
Yes.
This is the real stuff,
Yes.
okay?
Yeah.
So tell us what you brought in. Everything looks so good.
Okay, I have the salad, the fettuccine salad here. It's tomato and onion and lettuce. I have the tabbouleh here. I have the bread. The bread is served, it's very hot, coming from the oven.
Right out of the oven, yeah.
We serve it to the customer with the garlic and the salsa here.
Love it.
We serve those, and we have the hummus too. We have the fried kibbe and the grape leaves. We made it with the Egyptian recipe too. If you eat it, you're gonna feel what's the difference between any restaurant.
All right, may I?
Okay.
You keep talking, I'll just try a little.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
And we have, start from here, we have the kafta. It's a ground meat. We buy the meat ground and we ground it fresh.
Okay.
And we put the Egyptian spice in it, and we mix it and we cook it in the grill. And we have the meat shawarma too. And now we start make the shawarma, chicken or meat, And the new style, we have the flat grill in our recipe, and we start cook it fresh, order by order, and you can eat it and you feel it. It's coming very juicy, and you still feel the flavor.
I've not seen macaroni on top of rice, so this is something that is Egyptian.
It's an Egyptian dish.
Yeah.
Most of the Egyptian people eat this from since of the Cleopatra and Antonio.
Really?
Yes, this is a very old Egyptian dish in Egypt, and most of the people eat it.
Okay,
Yep.
so most people, I see some
We're
other
gathering
people are
friends.
trying to come in. They want to enjoy.
Yes.
So what do we have here? Is that chicken?
We have,
Okay.
Yep, that's called that's cream chopped chicken.
Okay, with vegetables, and
yep.
the next one there is.
And the next one here, it's a shawarma chicken with a taouk. We cook them in the grill. It's a breast, marinated in our recipe, and we cook it in the grill. And this is called the shish taouk.
Shish taouk.
Shish taouk, yes. We cooked it in the grill, marinated 24 hours before we cook it, and serve it very hot.
What am I tasting here, Chef? A little. I see the pine nuts, but is it a little more? Is it nutmeg? What is the? Can you give away the secret? What's a little different?
It's different because we use some recipe, an Egyptian recipe in it.
You won't tell me?
He's not telling
I
you.
can't tell you.
I knew it.
I tried.
It's like,
I can tell you,
it's
it's pine nuts
Egyptian.
in it and onion,
Yeah.
and we mix it with the meat.
All right.
We
Okay.
buy the meat fresh, and we ground it fresh. Because this, we use the special meat in it.
Awesome. It's very
not
good.
like any ground meat.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Cleopatra. We are giving away 12 $20 gift cards. To enter, go to our Live in the D Facebook page. And for contest rules, you know where those are.
You go to clickondetroit.com. Thank you so much.
You're
Good to see you,
welcome.
Fern.
Even brought
Thank
us
you.
lunch. How about that? Jason, over to you.